Are you eager to switch into tech but are struggling with being consistent with job networking? Fortunately, this video is going to help you stay consistent with building a network of people that will open doors to your first tech job. Before I begin, hit subscribe and the notification bell so you can get the latest updates from V.I.P Tech Club. As we gear up to start networking like a champ, take a moment to define your career goals. Do you know what you like? What are you good at? What do you never want to experience again? There's a lot of money to be made in tech, but it's hard to switch into this space if you don't actually like the work you're doing. Identify the specific industry, role, and skills you'll want to focus on. This clarity will guide your networking efforts and help you connect with the right people. As you know, LinkedIn is for professional networking. If you haven't already done so, make the choice to consistently post comments. Get into a routine of posting comments because this is one way to grow new connections. Once you get good at it, you can do this first step in like 10 minutes on a Saturday morning. Use LinkedIn to search for articles in your chosen tech path. Let's say you chose to be a cloud engineer. Find some good articles about cloud engineering. Save the post. Go back and add a comment while asking to connect with the author. When you connect, try to include an actual message. Otherwise, they'll see the generic connection request. You can say something like, "I liked your article because it was easy to follow. I would also like to connect with you." Boom. Make sure to block a set day and time of the week to do this for at least 10 minutes. The key to this working is consistency. You can grow your network just with this one activity alone. Now make another time block for 10 minutes. This time you want to start to reach out to people. What makes networking with people so awkward is that we only reach out when we need something. This makes the connection feel less authentic. Instead, you should be operating as if you and your connections have been in a slow-going conversation. I'm talking about over several months. Keep the connection warm. That way, when you do ask for something, it's just a natural, authentic extension of the conversation. Now, here are some conversation starters you can DM your growing professional network with. What are some common challenges you face in your role? What's one thing you recommend I should brush up on before an interview? What are some red flags to be on the lookout for when interviewing? Also, if you do get a follow-up from a job you applied to, you can use that as a reason to check in with your connections. Reach out and let them know that you have a follow-up call for a potential interview. Ask them for any quick advice based on the job description. Just make sure you reach out to the people that have worked in a similar role. Finally, check out your LinkedIn feed. When people in your network post content, give them some shine. Like, repost, or add a supportive comment for the content you like. You can even ask a follow-up question based on their post. Look, I'm sure you can figure out how to add more ways to start a conversation, so let's just focus on the key goal, which is to keep the connection lines warm. That way, when you do ask for a favor, it's not so cold and phony. Once you get the routine down, this should only take about 10 minutes of your time. Schedule a day and time every week for you to block those 10 minutes to do this activity. Last thing I want to cover are informational chats. These are Q&A conversations where the people you are connecting with give you their insights about the tech space you're trying to get into. You can use these conversations to get intel that you may not find online. Be respectful of their time and keep the conversation focused on learning about their experiences and advice. When it comes to the type of roles you're looking to get into, tell them that you would like to learn about their perspective. Make sure this is someone that has actually done some of the things you're looking to get into. Keep it to around 10 minutes. The conversation might flow over 10 minutes, but when you initially make the request, tell them you only need 10 minutes. We're all busy, so you want them to know that you respect their time. Finally, when it comes to making this type of request, skip Zoom and keep it over the phone. The less barriers you put up, the more likely they'll say yes. This type of request shows that you're serious about what you're trying to do. This is the type of activity that leads to people forwarding your resume to someone in their network. If you got value out of this episode, subscribe to this channel and please share this episode with someone who will benefit from it. I appreciate your time and see you in the next one. And remember, success is a choice.